And I'm ready to clap when you are.
All right, clap on 30.
Clap on 30. Sweet.
All right. And we will go live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everyone, to the Virtual Ball Boys Football League Final 3 games. My name is Chris, and I am joined once again by my good friend, Matt.
I have a public service announcement.
Okay.
Hashtag not a sponsor, but for those of you who know me, know I'm very into a show titled Final Space. And it is a very, very good show that I think more people should watch. The first 2 seasons are now on HBO Max, and the 3rd season is coming out on March 20th. So please watch that show. It's very good. That's my intro. I just wanted to plug that show that is very good and people should watch.
Indeed. Thank you for the recommendation. But regardless, whether or not you want to watch Final Space or not, you better wait till after you're done listening to this, because we are here, folks, after what has been one of the strangest projects that we have ever taken on, and one that came out of basically a nothing segment. We are finally into the finale, where tonight we will be crowning a winner of the Virtual Ball Boys Football League after 10 weeks of games plus a quarterfinals that we will never forget. And we now have 2 semifinal games and the championship tonight. We debated on this. We were thinking about it. How in the world can we name this championship game? What can we possibly do? And ultimately, we decided that, the Super Bowl, you go to the Super Bowl, you win the Super Bowl, all that jazz. I think that we should stay in the kitchen utility factory, facility, facility of sorts.
Yeah.
In the kitchen, and we're gonna go with if you win this championship, you will win the big spoon. And the championship is gonna be called the Big Spoon Showdown,
I love it.
between the West and the East champions. But the first things first, we have to decide on those champions. So first, but even before that, let's talk about these 4 teams. In the West, we have the bottom 2 teams in the West end up advancing after the quarterfinal rounds. So we have the Brainerd Paladins and the Anaconda Mountaineers. So these 2 teams, I will say this, Weatherford was a lot of fun. They had a good run. And Escondido had some great moments for that season, but I do feel like it is fitting that the 2 teams that we got from the West are Chaz McFreely versus Eggman.
Yes, such great characters, such great moments from this season.
Yeah,
Chaz McFreely, some might call a controversial player. With how he likes to fuck up his own team and is the cause of at least 6 of his team's 8 losses.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was Chaz was the ultimate heel of the Anaconda Mountaineers, but ultimately he is now a villain to the other team because he has played well down the stretch. Yoshi has played well down the stretch, not using his tongue on things, not licking things, especially with how gross everything is right now.
We had to have a long discussion on that, but it's worked out now.
It's worked out, and of course, Eggman has been the star of the show, the star of the kicking, field, and so he is going to now show what he has. I'm curious at how Brainerd ends up going, and seeing if this team that is relatively balanced can be a hot Anaconda team who's won 2 in a row now.
Yeah. And last week of the season, it was Anaconda versus Brainerd. These are direct rivals to each other, and Anaconda ended up winning.
Yeah,
in kind of a blowout. So
this is some redemption time for Brainerd. On the east side, we have the top 2 teams, the teams that were vying for the number 1 spot, going down the stretch, entering week 10. It's the East Chicago Blacksmiths at Mansfield Weavers, and I think the story for these guys, I mean, obviously Mansfield's known for the Mario Sonic connection and, of course, their great defense. East Chicago has the running back tandem of cuteness, and, of course, Bayonetta, the who has just vogued her way to near the top of the kicking standings.
Good kicking success from her.
Yeah, absolutely. What was your takeaway from the East and from these two teams this year?
Yeah, it's interesting that like with Brainerd and East Chicago both having the same stats, how their seasons kind of went different ways. East Chicago to this point is the only team that has beaten Mansfield. Mansfield is completely undefeated against every team except for East Chicago, and now in order to get into the finals, Mansfield needs to overcome their worst enemies.
Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating, and of course we'll see how these teams end up going up against each other, and then once these two games go by, we'll know what their championship matchup is, and then we're going to the Big Spoon Showdown tonight.
Yep.
So I'm super excited for that. But without any further delay, without any further ado, let's just jump right into it here.
All right.
It is the Anaconda Mountaineers at the Brainerd Paladins. We are at Don Adamson Football Field in Minnesota. We're going to see what happens. We're jumping to our dice roll server now. It is time for us to play. We're going to go, we usually go from left to right, so Anaconda, you want to get us started here on offense?
Let's get us started. Our first offensive roll of the day is going to be a 12.
Okay. And on defense is going to be an 8, so right, I got advantage.
Yep, I get advantage with my ball handling stat of 4, which is going to give me a dirty 20.
Okay, and then we go bounce down here. And that is a 3, so you are good. Anaconda starting out strong.
Anaconda gets the first score of the game. Commander Shepard is going to be in at quarterback. Hands the ball off to Lydia, who manages a breakaway run, but gets tackled right before the end zone. And then it's going to be a quick pass to Ulrun. Ulrun's from Skyrim, right? No.
From God of War.
God of War, that's right. Zargo's from Skyrim. But quick shovel pass to Ulrun into the end zone for the score.
There you go.
And not known for his kicking, but Boomer is going to come out anyway to see what he can do. I don't think Anaconda's not necessarily in the spot right now to go for 2 yet. So we're just going to come out with a kick, and that just barely makes it, but makes it nonetheless. Successful kick from Boomer.
There you go. Beginning of the first, Anaconda starts right out, gets the score. Brander now will have to respond to that. Let's see how they do. Starting out with a 19.
Ooh, that's pretty strong. It beats my 16.
Okay. So advantage. Both times a 15.
All right. And that is also 15, so Brainerd does get the score here.
Yes, when it's equal, it is Brainerd will get the attacker will get the score. Yep. So Brainerd, we're gonna say that Mewtwo is going to be in at quarterback. It is going to hand it off to Grey Ninja. Grey Ninja is going to be kind of really sneakily kind of like getting away from people, and we'll get into the end zone without a single defender touching.
Nice.
And we will go ahead and have our man Eggman come out. I will say that for him, you hear the final countdown kind of playing in the background.
Oh,
here.
Okay.
It's fitting. This is we're entering the final stretch here. We'll see how that goes. No. Not the song that he wants to sing. He hates this version of the song.
Yeah.
And he goes wide left there. And Brainerd is now down by a single point. Anaconda now.
That could come back to bite them later. We'll have to see.
Anaconda will go end of first here.
Also, I have dibs on the next Eggman song choice.
Go ahead. I'll need your help for
cool.
it.
All right, we're just gonna start with a 9 on offense.
All right, let's see. Well, that's a net 20.
That is a nat 20. So Chas McFreely is in at quarterback. Commander Shepard went well, so Chas McFreely is going to come in. And Chas McFreely is actually trying. You can't always say that about him, but he throws a pass to Isabel, and it's just picked off. Who's it picked off by?
We'll say it is. Oh, we'll say Kratos gets it. Kratos sick and tired of Chas McFreely, his smug ass. All right. Kratos is a fucking god. He won't let this loser, be him. So that's that. It is remains 7-6 after the first. It's now the top of the second quarter. Brainerd Paladins. Let's see what happens here. That is a 21.
Ooh, okay. Brainerd getting some really good rolls. That's a 15.
Okay. But advantage not great. That's a 6.
Yeah, not good rolls there, and better than mine though, because I get the first nat 1.
Well, there you go.
A reminder for those. Not only is that one a failure, but if one team gets 3 natural 1s in one game, a player does go out with injury. So that is my first one.
Yeah, not good for Anaconda there.
No, not at all.
So we're gonna say though that Brainerd's gonna come out. We're gonna have Jesse Faden come out this time, and Jesse Faden is almost gonna freeze time. At least the way that it's kind of presented in the game, it seems like she could do that. So I've only played like 5 seconds of Control, so bear with me. Jesse Faden, so very almost in slow-mo, throws the pass directly into the stubby hands of King Boo, and King Boo just fades in and out of a defender. Really creeping out the defender, but also scoring the touchdown at the same time. All right. Let us see. So Eggman's going to come back out. What do you got? What's
All
up?
right, Eggman is going to try to kick this one to bust him by Neil Cicerega.
All right. Let's see if it works. That works. That works
Bustin'
really
makes
well.
him feel good.
that works. That's a solid song choice right there. I'll let you pick them from now on.
All right.
All right. So there you go. Brainerd has the lead to start off the second quarter.
All right.
Middle of the second now. Anaconda looking to come back.
Really needs a score here. That's gonna be a 3.
Ooh. That's a 10, so disadvantage.
All right, so disadvantage on ball handling. 17.
Okay. 11. Wow, that actually really worked out.
Anaconda gets the score. This one is going to Chas McFreely's going to get another chance, and the problematic duo is going to connect. Chas McFreely passing to Yoshi. Yoshi does catch the ball, but he's not wearing his shoes. And there's no rule against that, but it is weird. Chris, there's only so many things that we can do with
I know, but I'm just like, why does he have no shoes on?
He forgot to put his shoes on.
Alright. Well, alright. So they at least they got the score.
Yeah, they did get the score.
What's happening here next?
We are going to kick the field goal with Boomer.
Okay.
Again, not in going for 2 territory yet. The kick was not successful, however.
Right.
As the kick was happening, Boomer's goggles fell onto his face, messed up his vision.
There you go. Boomer's just got to clear his eyes now. But luckily, it is a tied game at least for Anaconda and Brainerd. Brainerd has one last shot to get the lead before the half. Let's see what happens here.
Anaconda really wants to stop here.
What's that one?
That is a nat 1. Let me just make sure that I don't roll one. And I actually roll a nat 20, so
yeah.
It's like
that worked out perfectly. So we're gonna say that. So the attempt is that Jesse Faden's gonna actually hand it off to Faith Connors, and Faith Connors is going to try to run up Womp and is gonna try to launch off of Womp, but because Womp didn't really do a lot of good conditioning leading up to this game, and actually, like, the moment that Faith Connors steps on Womp, he just kind of, like, crumbles a bit, And so it kind of just and so Faith Connors doesn't get the leap that she wants, ends up falling short, and it was on 4th down, so no score there for the Brainerd Paladins. But we are a tie game after
of the half.
After the first half here. So now the second half begins. Anaconda can take the lead if they can do well with their rolls here. Let's see what happens.
Let us see. That's going to be a 17 for offense.
Okay. Oh, that's an 18.
All righty. That will be. Oh, there's a nat 20 in there, but I do have to take the disadvantage, so 11.
That's a nat 20 on my front. So
yeah.
Brainerd does get the stop. What was the attempt for Anaconda?
They're trying to get a run game established, and Lydia just can't find her way through the defense that is Heavy and Kratos. Just 2 large men getting in the way.
There you go. And so remaining tied mid-third. Let's see what Brainerd does. That's a 16 to start things off.
I am the most nervous about these game results that I've ever been. That is my second nat 1. As soon as I say that, my God.
Yep. There you go.
I don't know why this happens to me.
Brainerd takes the lead. We're gonna say that Mewtwo's gonna come out here, and Mewtwo is going to. Does Mewtwo have like is Mewtwo psychic ability, psychic Pokemon?
Yep, psychic
so does that mean that he or they? I don't know if they gender necessarily, but
there's 1 male and 1 female in the anime canon.
Okay, so do they like have like a levitation ability?
I mean, they can fly.
Okay, so then I'm gonna have Mewtwo levitate, and this gives them a very good view of the team. And it's just gonna like toss it down to Diddy Kong, and Diddy Kong's gonna catch it in the end zone.
Not fly it over himself.
Right? No, he literally could have just flown over everyone, but Mewtwo is one. I guess one not to break the rules. I guess so. He's just. I'm still going to go to throw at least, you know, okay. But it still worked out. An easy toss to Diddy Kong. And so that puts Brainerd up, and then we'll see what Eggman does now.
Okay.
What song does Eggman come out to here?
He's gonna go more like Stadium Rock. This time he's gonna do "Living on a Prayer" by Bon Jovi.
I think that's a classic. And there you go.
Halfway there.
There you go.
Whoa.
There you go. So Brainerd Paladins up by 7 here, and the third here. Go ahead.
He timed it at the end of the. Oh, excuse me. He timed it at the end of the bridge, where it's the random 3-4 measure that goes into the key change.
Why do I feel like this was a bit that we've done before?
It might have been. This suddenly the fight when that's
this
all
suddenly
that
sounds so familiar to me. I don't know why.
Halfway there.
But it works. But you know what?
Before.
It works though. At the end of the day,
it does.
That's Eggman. He has his groove. He has the songs that it works to that he can kick to. All right. Anaconda looks to respond at the end of the third.
That's going to be a nat 20 to start us off.
Boom.
Luck turning around right away.
Boom diggity. And just in case, that is a dirty one. So yeah, that would have been nothing. That's close. All right, go ahead. Anaconda, what did you do to get this score?
Commander Shepard is in at quarterback. Isabel, wide open. Yoshi and Ulrun are doing a great job at being distractions. You know who else is out there wide receiver being a distraction? Chas McFreely.
There you go.
No one's paying attention to Isabel in this 4 wide receiver set, and Isabel's able to get the ball, score a touchdown.
Boom. Let's go. Getting the momentum back in for Anaconda. Let's see what Boomer could do, or you want to go for 2?
I still think it's too early. Maybe next quarter.
Okay.
Boomer gets it.
Boomer gets it.
Makes the kick. He took his goggles off.
His goggles are on the other side of the field. All right, so we go to the fourth quarter now.
Yep.
But first of all, close game. We didn't have a lot of those during the quarterfinals, so that's why I can appreciate this right now that we're in the fourth quarter at least. All right, Brainerd Paladins. Let's see what they do. They have two drives here.
Anaconda does need to stop one of these.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nat 1.
That is a nat 1. We both have 2 nat 1s.
And what was you rolled?
I rolled a 7.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, because Womp is kind of in kind of crumbling at the moment, we're gonna say here that Great Ninja is gonna try to run with the ball, but is just gonna get walloped by Jigglypuff, who is in a slightly larger form, just bumping him down. And not today, Green Ninja, not today. It is tied at 20. Each team has one drive left. What is gonna happen here, folks? Anaconda, you're up.
Dice, please don't fail me now. That's a 2.
That's a 12.
All right, ball handling is going to be 18.
Wow. That's a 9. Anaconda got the scores. All right. Wait, tell me what happens.
Jeez. Okay. Chassis Freely's gonna get it this time. And you know who's gonna score this touchdown? Jigglypuff. I don't think Jigglypuff has scored a touchdown yet.
No, yeah, I don't think so either.
So Chaswick Freely, Jigglypuff is gonna play on offense for a round. And Jigglypuff is going to just kind of like hop up in the air, grab the ball, come down to the end zone. It's good. So I'm really debating here because if we go for 2, it forces Brainerd to go for 2 next time.
Yeah.
But if we fail, Brainerd wins with just a regular field goal.
So just remember, just note the defenses, defensive stats. What could happen against those defensive stats?
So it is and you know what? Anaconda's offense is worse than it's worse than Brainerd's defense, but it isn't by much. So it would really just be a toss-up.
Sure.
Essentially a toss-up.
Sure. However you feel is the best decision, best course of action.
And I'm not sure what it is because this decision could decide how the game turns out.
Yeah, 100%. It's a tough call. It is. I don't want to give too much input here. I guess the only thing I could say is that you have to. How likely is it that Anaconda is going to get a stop on Brainerd?
That's true.
And then twice. You have to worry about it twice, and then you also you just have to weigh the option of it potentially not working out. And remember, the kick is not guaranteed either.
Yes, true. And especially with how Boomer's been kicking, hasn't been great. I think we have to go for 2.
Okay.
So going for 2 means I roll my offensive score twice and take the lower number compared to 1 defensive score of yours.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be a 1.
Okay. And that is a 9. So
that is a 9. So no score here.
Yep. Not but that's fine. That's still fine for Anaconda because they are sitting at 26, Brainerd 20. This is Brainerd's final chance, final drive. They need
to score.
Need to score.
And then, make a kick to win.
It's going to come down to fucking Eggman.
It's going to come down to Eggman.
We forgot about Chun-Li too, but, that's fine. Chun-Li's been benched.
Listen, Chun-Li has the better kicking stats.
It's only fitting. It would only be fitting if Eggman sends this fucking game to overtime. That would be only fitting. All right, here we go.
Well, no, if Eggman kicks.
I'm saying if he fails, he would send this game to overtime.
Yes.
All right, here we go. That's a nat.
Damn.
20.
Oh my god.
That is a nat 20, folks. And
Wow.
let's see. I think you're talking 5 seconds on the clock. We're going to have Jesse Faden go back to pass, roll to her left, go back, throw it high and deep into the end zone, and who brings it down? But it's tiny robotic arms. Rob brings it down for the touchdown, and now it is on Eggman
On the shoulders of a giant
to kick the field goal to put Brainerd Paladins into the championship game or send this game to overtime. What's the song, Matt?
Oh my God!
What is the song?
Trying to think of one. I don't know.
that Eggman listens to send this team.
Oh my God. I think he's gonna try to get inspirational. He's going to listen to "Endless Possibilities" from the Sonic Unleashed soundtrack.
Okay.
So my time has come.
Yeah.
Well, I'll carry on. You'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. No, God! We're going to overtime, motherfuckers! We're going to overtime! No inspiration for Eggman today. We're going to overtime.
Oh my God! No good. No good.
We're going to. So, how does overtime work again?
Forgot.
So no. I'm just restating the question for extra effect. So essentially, we go back and forth. We just have back and forth between the two teams. Anaconda will start. They'll go. If they score, then Brainerd will have to respond and score. And whoever the score is after these two teams do their drives. If it's still tied, we keep going. But if there is a team that is leading after both teams have a drive, then that team is the winner.
Yep. So Brainerd will always get a chance to respond.
Exactly. Yeah, but so it is one drive each.
Yep.
Anaconda?
Right. Here we go. That's a 15.
Okay. That's a 5.
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay. That's a 13.
Oh,
no good. What
no
was
good.
Just a what was the attempt there?
Couple Chaz McFreely quarterbacks sneaks didn't work. A couple passes to Isabel didn't work.
Okay.
We're whew.
Now it's on Brainerd again.
Now it's on Brainerd.
Here we go. That is a 12 to start things off.
Okay. That is a dirty one. But all good. They get advantage, but
that's a 10.
All right. That is another dirty one from Anaconda.
The Brainerd Paladins are your Western champions.
My God. The ups and downs of this game.
We're going to have... So, for this, we're going to have Mewtwo is going to hand it off to motherfucking Eggman, alright? And Eggman is going to high-step his way close to the end zone, but then in the last second, Chun-Li is going to take the football back because she hasn't gotten any shine, and she's going to get in to the end zone, and she's going to send this Brainerd Paladins into the championship game.
Wow.
That was a game. That was a good start. We're only getting started. we
still have 2 more games.
We still have 2 more fucking games.
We're already
to play.
Emotionally spent.
Brainerd Paladins get the victory. And what for Anaconda? For Anaconda, if you could just give us the scene. Give us the scene. Summing this up here.
Postmortem for Anaconda. Anaconda was a team that could not win at all. Like ever. They sucked. How many times can I say that? Finally, week 5, they make a roster change after week 5. Win their first game immediately and then play the rest of them pretty close. Blew out Brainerd in week 10. And the dice rolls were just not on their side this time. But the fact that they took down Weatherford in the quarterfinals is a feat that it might be equivalent to UMBC beating Virginia.
Potentially. Yeah.
Potentially. Jury's out on that.
Yeah.
But,
it's up there.
Anaconda should not have gotten this far, is what I'm saying, and they did, and that's spectacular for them.
Yeah.
Very happy for the team. One of my favorite teams to play this season.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm getting some breaking news here. I'm being told that a shoeless Yoshi is being escorted out of the stadium by police. I believe he's being charged with tax evasion.
Oh, not a Yoshi.
And
right,
so
well, they're gonna have to figure that out for the future.
Yeah, that'll be something to kind of keep in mind here, for them moving forward. But regardless, what a story! I was really rooting for Anaconda to get this win, honestly.
I was as well.
to see them make it to the championship game, but it's okay.
But hey,
Brainerd, and we got Eggman. We got Eggman for another.
We got Eggman in the championship.
For one more game. All right. Let us move forward here. The East Chicago Blacksmiths at the Mansfield Weavers. It is the top two teams of the East. And like Matt said earlier, East Chicago has the 2-0 record against the Mansfield Weavers. Beat them both times. And these teams have
Mansfield
not changed.
has really beaten everyone else super hard.
Yes. So that's that. Yeah, Weavers. The Weavers have only 2 losses, and both losses are to East Chicago. East Chicago is undefeated against Mansfield. It is going to be fascinating. Again, we know that Mansfield can beat a team like East Chicago because they beat Brainerd, who has the same stats, and who they may face again if they move on. But let's see it. Let's see what happens here. East Chicago, why don't you get us started here?
All right, you're not going to go this time?
It's fine. I like doing left to right here. I like
working
that way.
We're going to start out with an 11.
With 11. All right. Well, Mansfield with their beefy defense is going 15.
That's a good defense. Our ball handling is going to be a dirty one.
And that is a 21. So
yeah. So here's the thing about Mansfield: they're hard to score against.
Yeah.
Robin is going to have the ball. He's going to try to throw the ball to Sable, but it's going to get knocked down by Shadow the Hedgehog.
There you go. And so no score out of the gate. Mansfield's going to look to respond here. Let's see how they do it. That's a 5.
Now, the unfortunate thing for Mansfield is that they have a hard time scoring. However, they do get advantage here because I got a 3.
Okay. That is a 14.
And that is a 13, so Mansfield does get the first score.
All right, Mario, he's feeling it. This is his moment, his time to shine. And he has the power of the cat shines behind him. All right. He sees Sonic running down deep. Mario is gonna look to make the pass. He throws it deep, and then instead Ratchet's gonna get in front of Sonic here and get the score.
Some team infighting
for that sweet ball action. But regardless, it is a score for Mansfield, and Fox is now going to get the chance to kick it here. Fox not talked about enough as a kicker, and maybe for a good thing because he did not get that. Get the kick.
That's big.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
So Mansfield does not get the extra point there, so they are sitting at 6. But it's 6-0 Mansfield. East Chicago end of the first. Let's see how they respond.
We're gonna start with a 19. Feel pretty good about that.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have said anything.
Feels pretty good.
That's a fucking 22. God damn it! I'm fucking cursed. That's a 2. Fuck.
And that's a 24.
Shit.
All right, what does East Chicago do?
Toad and Waddle Dee are going to try to run the ball together at the same time, but M. Bison is there.
Yeah.
He just picks them up.
He just flicks them aside like they're just a speck.
He picks them up. They're so tiny.
All right, so then that's East Chicago scoreless in the first quarter. Start of the second quarter. Mansfield can look to build some kind of lead here. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
That's a 4.
All right. And that's a 3.
Wow.
I don't understand what my rolls are.
Well, that's a nat 1, so I'll write that down. But
one.
in terms of advantage, that's a 14.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Boom. You needed that.
Defense.
You needed that. There you go.
Needed that. Really needed that.
Yeah, so this time Mario is going to make sure to have the Sonic connection here, all right? Mario's going to throw. He's going to throw it deep to Sonic, but it's picked up by Sakura. Sakura is going to start running it back. It's going to try to stiff arm some people, but it's knocked out of bounds. But regardless, East Chicago keeps the ball and keeps Mansfield from scoring. Start of the second quarter. Or, no, excuse me.
Middle
of the second quarter. East Chicago.
Come on.
Last drive of the first half for them.
East Chicago. Let's get a dirty 20.
Dirt. It's just straight up
dirty 20.
All right. Let's see. That's a 12.
Okay, advantage is very welcome with my 16.
Okay. And that's a 15. You're good.
All right.
There you go.
East Chicago gets to score. Leon Kawada in at quarterback. This dude is fired up just like his hair. And he's going to get a very well-placed block by Corrin. Because M. Bison was coming right for him, but Corrin blocked the ball. And he's going to throw the ball to Pitt. Pitt is going to soar into the end zone. Success.
There you go.
Bayonetta going to come on in. See what she can do kicking-wise to try to put us in the lead. And it just misses.
Oh, no.
It's just to the right.
And that is going to keep the game tied.
So unfortunate.
It's keeping the game tied at 6.
Yep.
Mansfield has one last shot before the end of the half. Let's see if they can build back a lead here. That is a 2.
That's a 14.
Okie dokie. There is a nat 20 in there, but that did not work out, so instead it's a 12.
Not count against it will beat my 5 though, so.
Yeah, so the 5 will work for Mansfield. Yep. So Mansfield scores. All right. This time it's freaking working, all right? Mario, back to pass. Throws it deep to Sonic. But the ball doesn't come down because instead Flappy Bird is the one that gets the catch and is flying to the end zone and gets the score. And Sonic and both Mario and Sonic are like, okay, all right. I mean, I guess it works, but my God. So there you go. We will have Fox try to redeem himself now with that +5. That's a 23. There you go.
That's pretty good.
There you go. So that is 13 on the board. Mansfield gets the score and has the lead going into the half. Now, second half, top of the third, East Chicago. What
East Chicago needs to ball out here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start out with a 13.
Okay. 10.
Okay.
So that's good. You got advantage.
That is good because I rolled a 3, but then I rolled a 14.
There you go. And that's a 13, so you're good.
Just barely. It works. We take those.
we will take it. We will take it. We will eat it.
Toad found the cat mushrooms, or the cat bells that Mario was holding on the other sideline. Turns into Cat Toad, goes super fucking fast. I know I did this.
What the fuck are you doing, you little mushroom? he's just gonna start chasing him. He's just chasing him.
But he's too fast. Toad's
too fast. Toad's too fast. You can't catch Toad.
Too fast.
Yeah.
Gets to the end zone, scores. Bayonetta, please don't fuck this up this time. She does, because that was a nat 1.
Oh, no.
She kicks the ball, let's say Inkling snapped the ball back to be kicked, and Bayonetta kicks the ball into the back of Inkling's head. That's how bad the kick was.
Oh. just god awful. Or Bayonetta is all pop but no substance right now.
Yeah.
And
we can't. It is so hard to go for 2 against Mansfield. So Bayonetta is the only hope here.
Yeah. And now East Chicago still is down by 1 point as Mansfield gets their first drive of the third quarter. Let's see what happens. Seven.
All right. You got a 7. I got a 12.
All right, so disadvantage.
Yep.
That is a -1.
Okay. That's a 14. Okay,
Yeah.
good
So
stop. Good stop.
That's a good stop. All right.
Yep.
All right. Mario is not even gonna try to pass it to Sonic at this point. He's instead gonna try to hand it off. Let's say. Oh no! Did I lose my little roster? Oh, there you go. He's gonna try to hand it off to Frank West, but Frank West's camera accidentally bumps the football out of Mario's hands, and ultimately, we're gonna say that Empoleon's gonna scoop it up.
I think that's the first time we've mentioned Frank West all season.
Yeah, well, it's worth using all their entire arsenal now. We got nothing left to lose. All right, so there you go. That did not work out for Mansfield. East Chicago
and Mansfield each have 2 more opportunities to score.
East Chicago's got the end of the third quarter.
End of the third, we're going to start out with a 15.
Okay, let's see. 7 on defense. That's 13.
All right. Advantage is going to give me a 14 again.
Okay.
Except it was 15 last time.
Oh, but that is a nat 20, and you definitely don't want that
20.
with Mansfield.
Nope.
So Mansfield gets the stop. What was the attempt?
Robin is in a quarterback, and Robin is going to try and make a Fire Emblem connection with Corrin. Doesn't work out because Kano reads it super well, and Kano gets an interception.
There you go. So that means we remain tied going into the fourth quarter. Again, we've made it to the fourth quarter.
This is literally the exact same situation between teams last time in terms of like the away team needs to prevent scoring,
right,
and score once.
There you go. Well, Mansfield is gonna start things off here. With a nat 1.
Oh my god.
That is the second nat 1 for Mansfield.
That was an 11 for me, just for the record.
Yeah, alright, so Mario, going again, back to pass. Gonna throw it deep, but realizes that he is throwing he's actually he's throwing a fireball, and he hits Sonic, and Sonic is in flames as he runs off and jumps into the water cooler that's on their sideline. He's fine. Sonic's fine.
Yeah.
But Mario's just not. Now he just doesn't have the football for the time being, so it's completely screwed that one up.
Yep.
East Chicago, last drive.
All right, so here's the thing. Because of the missed field goals, East Chicago has to score.
Yep.
Because they're down a point.
Yep. Here we go.
That's a dirty 20.
That is a 22 disadvantage.
Fuck. It's a 9.
All right. If Mansfield gets a better than a 9, Mansfield is moving on to the big Spoon Showdown.
Only a 2 or a 1 for Mansfield.
That is an 18.
That is an 18.
Mansfield Weavers, without ever Mario and Sonic getting a connection, gets the victory.
To take the stop. This defense is fucking insane.
And
we need to balance this game.
Could you basically give what was the last attempt for East Chicago Blacksmiths, and of course tie it all up for us here?
I mean, so the best thing that worked for them was another Toad handoff, but Shadow started paying attention. Shadow can run fast too. He just chooses not to. a lot of the time. So
Right.
Shadow was able to catch up with him
Yeah.
and stop Toad from scoring.
And we generally this what is your final thoughts on East Chicago?
Yeah,
as a
so
team?
East Chicago had a bit of a middle of the road start, but really started showing their colors halfway through, winning 4 straight from weeks 5 to 8, and really just showing their dominance a bit. Um, as much as they could. This was a really nice team composition. Had some familiar faces to each other. Had some different ones, and yeah, they played their hardest. Mansfield has now beaten every team in
In the
in the league.
VBBFL, yeah. There you go. I mean, it feels like a team on a destiny run right now, Mansfield Weavers.
Yeah,
But a great attempt by the Chicago Blacksmiths, and they can have pride in that. Potentially, if Mansfield were to win it all, they could have pride and say like, hey, yeah, we at least beat the best team in the league twice, you know. But that's of course if Mansfield does win. You never know what could happen in the championship game. But thanks to Kelsey and Jess, who were the ones who owned both of these teams, both Anaconda and East Chicago. But unfortunately, we will have to move on without them as we enter the Big Spoon Showdown. Here we go. This is the biggest, this is our big moment. This is what we all come down to. Our team owners, Jacob and Ricky, probably have no idea this is happening.
they absolutely do not know that this is happening right now.
Could I just out of curiosity, and I don't know if I'll even cut this out or not. If whoever wins, can you just randomly call them? And just
I don't know if they will answer, but what should I say?
You just tell them like, hey, your team won the VBBFL, and just like as if you're like an announcer voice or whatever.
Announcer, yeah.
Yeah, like if I just put it on speakerphone and whatever. I would love to get that.
See what happens. I will do my best.
Yeah,
both of these people I know in real life.
Right, exactly.
Jacob was my college roommate. And Ricky is one of my best friends from high school and TCP co-host Gabe's brother.
Yes, yeah, Gabe, who was the owner of the Escondido Artisans, who was not able to make it this far, but hey, maybe Ricky can get some revenge for his brother because his brother lost to Brainerd Paladins earlier in the quarterfinals.
You know what? I'm gonna text them both right now.
Okay.
And tell them that, hey, your team is in the finals. I may call you.
Sounds good.
More of them.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. I will. If you want, I can give you a second to do that. While we let the recording pass for the time being. But this is a big old matchup. I'm gonna say that this game is actually at a neutral site. I'm gonna say this is at Final Destination in Super Smash Brothers. So we're just floating in the middle of space and the time continuum right now as we play this football game. We're there's no audience. There's just nothing. There's just nothing but empty void in the platform. Where football will be played today. It is the it's Eggman versus the defense. It's Eggman versus Kano and Bison and Shadow. It's this juggernaut that has carried the way. In terms of actually, I'm just gonna remove the losers on this document here. In terms of Mario, and there's a quarterback battle between Mario and Jesse Faden and Mewtwo. It's a showdown for the ages. It's what we've always wanted, is a battle between Mario and Jesse Faden. That's all people talk about on video game podcasts. So that's all people ever wanted. So are you ready?
No Goku versus Superman, just
Jesse
Faden
and Mario. Are you good to go?
I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right. All right. So Brainerd Paladins, let's get this going. You're on offense.
All right. Brainerd is going to start off with a 12.
Okay. Let's see how this defense goes. That's a 21.
Ooh, that's a meaty defense.
That's a meaty boy.
Meaty boy is going to result in a 3.
Okay. So this is going to have to be a disaster for Mansfield. It is not. That's a 15. What was the attempt for Brainerd?
Brainerd is going to start out with Jesse Faden in as quarterback, of course. Pass to Keen Boo, but Keen Boo's crown falls off.
I thought you said King Boob at first.
King Boob.
The king of boobs.
The king of boob.
of the single boob. But yeah, so it didn't work out for them. Mansfield now has a chance to respond with their first drive of the game. That's a 13.
All right, pretty good. That's a 5.
Okay. That's a 5 for
that
the
is
advantage.
5.
That's not
okay.
good.
And that's a 14.
All right, so Mansfield also can't get it going on offense. All right, Mario is going to hand it off to Atreus. And Atreus is going to try to run here, but instead his father fucking brings him down. That's right, baby. It's a fucking God of War revenge game. And Kratos destroys his son. So there you go. End of the first quarter. End of the first quarter drive here for Brainerd.
Yep. Let me find my +2. It's a 13.
Okay. That is also 13, so straight up and down.
Okay. All right.
Which is a good way to describe this podcast.
Straight up and down?
It's just straight all around. It's very straight. That's a 25.
That is a 25, so...
That's...
All right, end of the first quarter is scoreless. Mewtwo's in at quarterback. Tries to pass the ball to Greninja. Does not work.
Yeah, no, not good. All right, so now start of the second quarter here. Mansfield Weavers looking to try to get the first score of the game. Let's see what happens. That's a 31.
31
Who we
against
got?
my
Here we go.
18.
All right. Oh, whoops.
That's 12.
It did work out. Okay.
Yep.
And all right, so that is a 3.
And that's a 9. So
you know what? I wish we had Chicago and Anaconda here. I feel like it'd be a more exciting game out of the gate right now.
Yeah. Super Bowl 50, Big Spoon 53.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna say Mario is gonna try again. You know, he's been missing his boy Sonic here. All right, he's gonna go back to pass, throw it deep, but instead Heavy is going to shoot the football out of the sky with what's the Sasha, and it's just gonna stare Mario down like as if like you better not fucking try that again. All right. But anyways, Brainerd's is up end of the first half here. Last two drives of the first half here.
Let's see what happens. We're gonna start out with a 19.
Okay, need those high rolls against this defense.
Can't celebrate because that's a 21.
Yep.
And even though I get a nat 20, I have to deal with the 7.
And that's a 19.
Oh my god!
No scores at all for Brainerd.
Brainerd does not score in the first half. Faith Connors tries to run up Womp.
It just does not work out.
But instead runs into Womp.
Oh no! It's just gonna have a broken nose.
Yeah, it was ugly.
So doesn't work out. And Mansfield last drive of the first half here goes to Mansfield. Let's see if anyone can get on the board.
You're gonna roll it out one.
It's
Damn
a 3. Try to wish it into existence.
All right, that's a 12, so disadvantage.
Okay. That's a -1.
Against my 5.
We are
scoreless first half.
Scoreless first half.
Oh my god, this game.
Mario is gonna have is going to eat a mushroom, hoping to give him some enhancements, but instead it's gonna make him a tiny mushroom. It was a bad mushroom after all, and so when he goes to pass, instead it hits like the ankle of Kratos. And it just doesn't go anywhere there. So.
Oh my god.
Well, what an exciting, thrilling first half.
The big spoon deserves.
This is what this big spoon gets.
What were you gonna say?
I said big. I almost said big boon. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
I don't know why. The big spoon gets. It's what the big spoon deserves.
We're gonna start out with the dirty 20 for the second half.
Second half,
We do not have a halftime entertainment. I'm sorry.
Brainerd gets a 9. All right, here we go. Advantage. Here we go.
Mansfield gets a 9. That's a 17.
Okay. And that's a 10. We got a score. Brainerd scores. There you go.
All right. Mewtwo in at quarterback establishes a psychic connection with Diddy Kong. Works well for that last game, but Mewtwo helps Diddy Kong get to the right spot to be open, and Diddy Kong catches the ball, scores for the first time. Of course, Eggman is going to come up to kick.
All right.
As for the song,
we've given ourselves extra responsibility.
I know, but it's so worth it.
With this bit.
What song do we do for the fucking big spoon?
You know.
We'll do, since the weekend was in the Super Bowl, we're gonna do Blinding Lights.
Okay. All right.
Will Eggman be blinded by the lights? He will, because that was a nat 1.
That was a nat 1.
They turned you know that part in Final Destination where like the background changes and kind of flashes?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Eggman was blinded by the light.
Yeah, that he's basically the meme of Weekend, like just kind of like moving through that tunnel, just completely not knowing what the hell's going on at all. But regardless, Brainerd is up, has points on the board, 6-0, and that could be a massive lead for all
it could be. We don't know.
All right, Mansfield starts off the middle of the third quarter. Here we go. That is a nat 1.
Oh my god! I also get a nat 1.
Oh my god!
So that's my second.
So what do we do in this circumstance?
I don't know. I mean, like, so tie goes to the attacker, but also you got a nat 1.
Right. I mean, I think we just roll. I think we roll again, straight up and down. I think.
Okay.
I think that's
because that was offense and defense roll, right?
Yeah. So that's
we tied.
It's a tie. It's a tie. So.
Ball handling check straight up and down.
We just what the football field explodes, like I don't know, like
I don't know. We haven't entered this territory before.
Always new, right, for the championship game. Did you all right, so I will roll.
So, yep, you roll ball handling.
Ball handling once. That's a 3.
And that's a 16.
There you go. Mansfield
so
is
despite
stopped.
all the chaos.
Mansfield is stopped there. Mario is back to his regular size. Is going to take it himself and try to run it, but in this case, he is actually going to be kicked in the groin by Chun-Li.
Why?
Chun-Li had to we have to use her somehow because Eggman's the main kicker. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, let's put her on defense, and there you go. Kicks Mario into the mushrooms. You know, that's all. There you go.
Oh my god, we've devolved into the lowest brow of humor.
All right, end of the third quarter here. Brainerd Paladins can build a lead here. Let's see what happens.
That is not something I was expecting you to say in this game. That's going to be a 12.
All right. All right, that's 15. Disadvantage. All right,
so disadvantage is going to give me a 4.
And that's a 20, so...
Okay. Brainerd is stopped. Jesse Faden in at quarterback does not have the same psychic connection to Diddy Kong. So does not get the score.
There you go. And we enter the fourth quarter now. Mansfield has 2 shots here at getting
they gotta
back
they
in
gotta
it.
score at least once.
So here
But
we
their
go.
offense is not. Mario has not been his best lately.
Yeah, and now he's kind of injured too. All right, that's a 5.
Yeah. Against my 6.
Disadvantage. That's a 13.
Ooh, that's pretty good though. Against my dirty 1.
All
Mansfield
right.
scores.
Mansfield scores. Mario, finally, kind of limping at this point, but he throws it, and it is caught in the gloves of Sonic, and Sonic runs it into the end zone, gets the score, and Fox is going to come out to kick. Finally, some food for Fox. And that is 22. So
good.
Mansfield Weavers take the lead at the top of the fourth quarter. Brainerd now needs to score.
This is just like the last game, where the same stats against fucking Mansfield's defense.
Here we go.
That's a 6.
All right, that's a nat. That's it. That's a nat 20, ladies and gentlemen. The champion of the Virtual Ball Boys Football League is the Mansfield Weavers.
Wow. What an exciting game. Can't believe it.
What is that final moment like? You have the floor.
I don't know. I think that Jesse Faden's going to be in. And Jesse Faden, the first person drafted for this team, is going to attempt. Everything is like scrambled. There's no form. It's chaos out there. Faith Connors looks open, but Kratos is right there. Not Kratos. Kano is right there. Can't trust it. She looks over to Diddy Kong. Can't trust him. Flappy Bird flapping right above him. Finally, she looks and she heaves one for Eggman. But it is dropped right at Eggman's feet because the pass was too low and Eggman's legs are too long that he couldn't bend over far enough to catch the ball.
Oh, it's Eggman's reflexes.
Eggman's reflexes that in the end.
And it's Raining Man is playing on the loudspeakers in the stadium.
All right, I'm going to attempt to call our winner. He did not give me a response, but we will see what happens.
The Mansfield Weavers have won the big spoon. Ricky is the winner, and I hear the call coming through. I'm gonna just go ahead.
We'll see if we get something. If not, that's okay.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
This was totally not planned in advance.
Yes.
So I don't.
I'm just gonna. I have a spoon. I'm basically feeding all of our characters here. That we're giving them some nice nourishment after they've.
Okay. All right. No response from Ricky. You may want to bleep his full name.
Yeah, I will. I will. I'll do that. I was even gonna say you could leave him a voicemail, but that's okay. But Ricky, congratulations. You have drafted a team that ultimately, with the exception of East Chicago and Jess's team, you have drafted a team that was basically unstoppable. Throughout the season, and with a defensive stat that was your offense was so terrible, but you ended up still pulling it out, and it just what an insane ride this has been for all of us involved here. I'm currently feeding the characters champagne. Spoonfuls of champagne. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just little tablespoons. You don't want to get them too liquored up.
Nope.
I mean, it's they have to get out of the final destination. All right, they're already in the middle of space. They need to be able to actually function cognitively. To get out. But there you go. What a fucking ride. What a
fucking
ride.
I did let Jacob know that he lost because he responded to that he was free for the call. And I said, I'm sorry to say that you were defeated in the finals. His response, robbed, horrible refs.
Yeah, pretty much. Damn, now I wish that Brandon won because I would have loved to have that phone call live on the air.
It's okay.
It's all right. We will let you guys know what Ricky's response is if we ever get in touch with him at all.
Yep.
But truly, just an unbelievable series of events for us. This has been quite the year. And we want to thank everyone who participated in the VBFL. It really made it more special than what could have ever been.
This has been one of the strangest creative projects that either of us have ever done.
Yeah.
Like putting together a league, making a schedule, me working on the uniforms, Walsh helping us out with these logos. It's been a blast. Big thanks to everyone who drafted teams so that way Chris and I could have these things to work off of, and we didn't have any sort of bias anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. If anyone out there is listening to this and wants to, where was I going with this? If anyone is listening to this, again, thank you. We hope to have you back next season, where we will have we'll have some new teams. We'll have some more options available to draft. But thank you truly to the 8 folks, Kelsey, Jacob, Gabe, Anthony, Ricky, our champion, Jess, Walsh, and Matt L. Very appreciative of all of you.
Yeah, it kind of, I know that it wasn't I know that it wasn't easy to be glued to everything that was going on, but even just the fact that you guys helped us build the team was just very nice, and I'm excited to see what we do. And that's it. That's it for us at Virtual Ball Boys for now. We're gonna take about probably a week, maybe 2 off, but we are going to be back. We'll talk NFL offseason stuff, but we also have a lot of fun segments planned for this offseason, including we're going to build season 2 of the VBBFL from scratch.
Teams, we are retiring them.
Yeah, that's it. We had a good run with them. But the Mansfield Weavers will forever. To me, if I had to pick 2 teams that will live in infamy the most, it's the Mansfield Weavers and the Anaconda Mountaineers. No, honestly, all of them were special. I loved every single storyline that we came up with. I loved every little element. By the way, if we cut back to Final Destination, Mario is streaking. He's really enjoying the celebration right now, as everyone else is cheering with their caps on, which says the big Spoon Showdown champions, VBBFL champions on them. That they are living their best lives right now, as these 12 video game characters go down as football legends, especially you, Flappy Bird. Especially you, Flappy Bird.
All right, Super Bowl MVP, who is it?
Oh, it's gotta be Shadow. I feel like Shadow was brought up the most on the defensive front, which I think that pisses off Sonic in some ways, but you know what? He can deal with it at the end of the day. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you in a few weeks.
Good night and good ball.